Hey guys, welcome to a new movie review. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Johnny Depp film Black Mass. It is a film about the life of Whitey Bulger. Whitey Bulger has also recently been depicted, or not really recently, but he's been depicted in the Martin Scorsese film The Departed. That's who Jack Nicholson's character was based off of. But this is more of a realistic, real biopic about the life of Whitey Bulger throughout the course of this film. So Johnny Depp plays Whitey Bulger, and they focus on the peak years of his criminal life. The film also focuses on the few small times in his life where he was able to establish a personal life and feel normal and feel like he's been a part of the nuclear family belief all across the U.S. In the film, like I said, really focuses on his criminal life and how a good friend of his who he grew up with, who works for the FBI, wanted him to work as an informant at one point, and how letting Whitey Bulger be an FBI informant both hurt Whitey Bulger and it hurt the man that assigned him to be the FBI informant. So the film really plays off of all of those things, and we get to see it unfold as the movie progresses. So overall, guys, I liked Black Mass. I think it definitely gave another really good performance out of Johnny Depp. Probably his best performance he's done in a while, though it's not quite the best film he's been in a while. So that goes to my first point for the positives and negatives. This is a really good performance out of Johnny Depp. He really looks like this Whitey Bulger guy. I looked up information about Bulger before seeing the movie. He looks like Bulger. He acts like Bulger. All the people who have encountered Bulger throughout their life, I definitely got that feeling that those people had with Johnny Depp's character. He, really unsettling, really sick. Um, Charming when he had time to focus on personal life and being normal. But the second he was out of that, the second he was with his gang again, the Winter Hill Gang, I think it's called, he was a very brutal person to be around. The film has a very threatening and charming tone to it. It feels threatening on definitely on the scenes where Bulger is definitely being threatening or is trying to kill somebody or is doing something with this gang that's really illegal. So the film has a very threatening tone to it, but it also has a charming tone to it when the film kind of slows down and lets Bulger become friends with people or let him um, pursue a girlfriend or pursue a kid, pursue all these little things that kind of made him quote unquote normal on occasion. But the second that was out of the picture, he was a very dangerous man to be around. The film also has some great acting overall. Everybody involved here did a really good job. Really believable Boston accents too, specifically from Benedict Cumberbatch and Joel Edgerton. They were definitely up there with Johnny Depp as far as really feeling like these are characters and not the actors who are in the movie. Like these actors really turned into these characters really well. So great acting overall. I also thought that the sets in this movie had a very believability to them. It really feels like we're watching something in 1975 or in the 80s or in the 90s or in the early 2000s because the film does jump around quite a bit. So if you're one of those people who wants a consistent time period in a movie, unfortunately Black Mass does jump around a little bit. So be aware of that when you're seeing the movie. For my negatives of Black Mass, it does feel very slow at times to the point where you almost kind of wonder if that slow buildup from earlier pays off later on. Because there's a lot of scenes here where it's just slow and slow and slow. And by the way, here's the payoff. Not much of a payoff. Then that goes to my next point. There's really nothing fresh or new here. If you've seen Goodfellas, if you've seen The Departed, in a way you've kind of already seen Black Mass. It's definitely in that same vein. It's definitely something we've seen before and possibly have seen better. There's also some flat and boring characters here. I would definitely say the characters that really had nothing to do with the story or characters that weren't following Bulger around throughout the film. Some of them feel kind of flat and boring, and as a result, the second the film's not about Bulger, it's not about somebody really hugely connected with Whitey Bulger, the film kind of feels boring on those parts. The film never really becomes its own thing. I really feel like this is Goodfellas mixed with The Departed, maybe mixed a little bit with The Town. And when I say The Town, I mean really, really little bit. It really never becomes its own distinguishable movie is the problem too. But overall, I am going to give Black Mass an 8 out of 10. It is a really good performance out of Johnny Depp. So if you see the movie, see it for Johnny Depp's performance. As far as story content goes, I think I would have liked something a little bit more compelling than what we got. But good movie. I really can't see myself watching it again. But if you're looking for a good Johnny Depp performance in a movie, it is worth checking out, whether that means Redbox or in the theater. So 8 out of 10 for me. Good film, but not a great film.